I'm the youngest of Sherilyn Robbins' 3 children, and I always try my best at being the baby of the family. I could turn the tears on immediately when I didn't get my way until I was at least 12 years old. My whining would be the best source of entertainment for my older siblings on road trips that named all my pouting tendencies as several different dork positions, which would only make me more angry and my siblings laugh harder. Today, as the proud mother of what my mom called the most adorable boys, Dylan, who is 9, and Aiden is 7, I can hardly imagine a road trip without 2 fully downloaded iPads, let alone the chaos that my mom had to endure during our family road trips in the 1980s. To my mom, I am sorry for the chaos. But even with all the trouble we caused her, my mother was a super mom. Not only did she raise us 3 kids, but she did it in the most fashionable way, with always being the most put-together woman in the room, with the perfect outfit, accessories, and do not forget that red lipstick. As I got older, my mom was probably looking forward to being an empty nester, but the baby of the family needed to move back home at 23, 25, 28, 32, and my last time at home was a few months at the age of 38. But it didn't matter, as my mom was always my home, no matter how old I got. She would cook healthy meals, and we would drink great wine. I had her try to teach me how to sew a few times, but it was always with a bottle of red where I didn't retain any information, but we had a great time. It wasn't always fun and games, though. I had times of depression starting in college and through my 20s. It did not matter if I called her in the middle of the night. My mom would talk to me for hours until I felt better. I can honestly tell you that I do not think I'd be standing here today without my mom's relentless love and her never giving up on me. It was a confusing time growing up as a girl in the 1980s. We had so many other opportunities than our mothers, so I thought I should go into a different field other than the traditional woman's field of education. Despite my detours, I am so grateful that I found my way into education at the age of 30, since God gave me the gift of teaching, just as he had given to my mother. My mom had a wonderful career in education, teaching 6th grade in Shawnee Mission and subbing in the district until she had me. When I was in middle school, she was a pioneer in the field of English as a second language and worked as an administrator in both Shawnee Mission and Blue Valley school districts. One of her most fulfilling jobs, however, was her last job in her career, which also happened to be my first teaching job. Teaching at Northwest Middle School in Kansas City, Kansas, was a blessing to both of our lives, and the wonderful colleagues I met there are still a big part of my support system today. Mom loved to decorate her homes with the treasures she had brought all over the world during her travels. My siblings and I have many of these treasures in our homes that she gave to us when we had homes of our own. I brought one of these treasures to share today that displays one of my mom's life's mottos. The plaque says, "Work like you do not need money, love like you've never been hurt, and dance like no one is watching." I just started working at Nativity Parish School this year, in which I took a major pay cut, but I absolutely love teaching again, which has not happened since COVID. Being able to teach math and social studies to 5th graders while sharing and growing my faith in Jesus Christ daily is the perfect job that God designed me to do. I am so happy that Mom knew I was so happy with my teaching career and my calling as a wife to Jimmy and mom to my 2 beautiful boys, Dylan and Aiden. I know that she did not want to be a burden to us. I can't imagine how hurtful it was to start losing your ability to all the things you love in life: traveling, singing in the choir, being active in church, and being able to do things with your grandchildren. But even though she was losing her ability to do so many things, she always loved us deeply, and my boys always made her laugh and put the biggest smile on her face. Mom loved dancing, which was another passion that we shared. Mom, I promise that I am going to work like I do not need money, love like I've never been hurt, and dance like no one is watching. Your job on earth is done. You did such a great job raising us, and your legacy of faith, education, and love will live on. I know you are dancing up in heaven with the daddy you lost at the age of 3. I look forward to meeting your daddy for the first time and seeing Grandma and Leo as well. I will join in on the dance party when we meet again, once my journey here on earth is complete. Until then, I will connect to you during my time with Jesus in prayer after taking the Eucharist at every Mass. I will continue your legacy of education when I am teaching interesting social studies lessons that I know would be interesting to you. Finally, I will feel your spirit every time I am laughing with my boys. Oh, Mom, as my favorite children's story, Love You Forever, goes, I just need to say, I will love you forever. I will like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be.